Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about why women don't message men they really like. So, why do women not message men that they really like? So, it's probably for the same reason that you may not want to message a woman that you really like: nerves and the fear of rejection. So women feel those exact same things. So they worry that the guy is not going to reciprocate or not like them back or something like that. So they don't do anything about it, basically, right? Um, but obviously as well, though, there are some women that do message the guys that they like. There are some women that do actually put a foot forward and reach out to guys that they like. But it seems like the vast majority of women, though, don't. They don't say anything. They keep it to themselves. Um, and, like I said, it's probably for the exact same reasons. But because you're the leader, and usually the man is the leader in the courtship and the relationship, especially when it comes to pursuing, right, asking her out, then you kind of do have to be the one who is more bold and goes for it and asks her out. You got to sometimes put your neck out on the line, and that's one of the main essences of like masculinity anyway, is being the leader and going first and asking her out when it comes to dating. And it's sort of like the same, it's sort of like you've seen it throughout time when it comes to like courtship and romance and stuff. It's usually the man that has to do something about it. Obviously, it's not unheard of when women take the leadership role and decide to switch things around, because you can get dynamics where the woman is more of the leader and the male is, I guess, the more submissive one. And sometimes those dynamic works because the thing that makes sexual attraction appear, right, I guess you could say, between two people is if there's polarity. And the polarity is feminine and masculine, generally, right? So sometimes you can get women who are alpha females, alpha males, but you might have to be careful if that's the case. But alpha females, right, who are more masculine, and they tend to be more attracted to men who are more feminine. But the attraction is still there because there's still masculinity and still femininity, and it's the same with gay and lesbian relationships too. There's always one that's more masculine and always one that's more feminine. Even if you want, like me and my wife make jokes about this all the time when we see other lesbian couples and they look exactly the same. I'm like, where's the polarity there? But if you actually started to get to talking to them, it's not about necessarily the way that they dress and the way that they look, but it's in their personalities. You can tell which one is the more feminine, nurturing one, and which one is more of the goal orientated, masculine one. So it's really interesting to see different relationships, and it's a good idea to like go out and talk to different couples and ask them about themselves and where they met, and you can usually tell which one is the more masculine and which one is the more feminine. But the vast majority of people, though, in the vast majority of couples, the masculine one is the one that is more is usually the man, and the more feminine one is the one that's the woman, usually in most relationships. So seeing as you're the masculine one, more than likely, it's probably best for you to be the one that is the pursuer to begin with and to ask her out. Because for some reason, women just don't message men that often, even the ones that they really like, because they're also afraid of rejection and have nerves. But the thing is, though, if every guy waited for every woman waited for the women to ask them out, there would be no babies anymore. There'll be no humanity would just like fall apart. There'll be no kids. There'll be no families ever again because it's very unlikely that women will actually reach out and message a guy that they like. But like I said, sometimes it does happen. So there may be some people about, but we'll see definitely a massive collapse in humans if it was the other way around and women had to pursue and go after the guy. Now, that being said, though, it's usually only after the first few dates, and then women start to be more of the pursuer once they become more comfortable and they know you and they're more sure that you like them and things like that, and they become more confident in themselves when it comes to the guys that they're talking to. So all you really need to do is ask her out once or twice, and after the first couple of dates, that's when she'll start to reach out to you more, and then you will no longer have to be being the one that's asking her out, because you're just naturally spending more time together because she's also reaching out to you. And each time she reaches out to you, you can arrange something, and maybe sometimes now she's arranging stuff, like saying, hey, are you free this weekend? And you're like, yeah, I'm free on Saturday, let's meet up. So it's only really the beginning, okay, that you'll need to pursue and ask her out. And after the first couple of dates, she should be usually putting in more of the effort, shall we say, and reaching out to you more and talking to you, and you can start seeing each other more. So it's okay then to, it's obviously okay to have nerves and to be afraid and to have the fear of rejection. But what I would say is that if you're watching this video and you are really afraid of getting rejected, get rejected a lot, which I know will probably be the last thing that you want to do. But if you get rejected like loads of times, and as I think Dr. Robert Glover says, he says to get to rejection quickly, which means when you're talking to someone that you like, or whether it's a woman, whatever, you ask her out, right? You get to rejection quickly, like because she won't go out with you if she doesn't like you. So whenever you're out and about, or whenever you're talking to women online, get to rejection quickly. Ask them out. Ask them when they're available to hang out, and see what they say. And if they're like, oh no, sorry, I don't see you in that way, you just move on with your life, and you say, okay, well, no worries, good luck with your dating, or something to that effect. So get rejected a lot, and you'll find that it's actually not that bad. It's more like the build up that's the worst bit, like the build up to thinking, okay, I'm gonna ask this woman out. That gives you the most anxiety, especially when you're approaching someone, like a woman you like, in person. The most thing, once you've done it, once you've asked her out and she said no, it doesn't actually feel that bad. It's the build up, it's the worry, it's the anxiety of it. That's actually the worst bit. Okay, so being rejected actually isn't that bad. It's just it's the build up and the way that you frame it in your head as well. So it's always it's a good idea then to go out there and get to rejection quickly with women, and to ask them out a lot, and to ask them out on dates, and just ask loads of women out on dating apps as well, and just see what happens. I mean, you'll probably get a lot of yeses too, because more than likely if you're on dating apps, then you two have matched. So just get it going, all right? Start meeting women out and start talking to them, and getting to that rejection fast, as Dr. Robert Glover would say in his book, Dating Essentials for Men, which I highly recommend. I think you can get it on Audible. If you've got like an Audible membership, you can get it on Audible. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.